Hey, how's it going, everyone? Hope everyone's having a happy new year and the holidays went well. We haven't really had much going on. I haven't done really anything since Christmas. I kind of spent the week relaxing a little bit. I think I might have salted once or so. I don't know. This morning I went around and checked on things, and I still have pretty much a full load of salt. So I brought that home, put it in the garage so that doesn't freeze. It's supposed to get cold for the next foreseeable future, so I'll see what I can do for videos, but without really having a workshop or anything like that, it might be a little bit difficult. So anyways, today I am going to mount some lights that I've had for a while. I do have lights on the salter, but I just think for loading salt and taking the tarp off and stuff like that, I think that these will really help just add some more light on the side, because you can really never have enough light with plowing and salting and stuff like that. And since I'm kind of not really doing much, I figure why not just throw them on here and kind of kill some time. I'll probably drive through my route again tonight or tomorrow morning, really, because we just have a bunch of lake effect coming through constantly, and you never know what might get hit. So I rather be safe than sorry and just check on things right before they open, and then kind of play it by ear through the day. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these on, and hopefully I can figure out how to wire it to the aux switches. I did it on my 2019 that I drive normally with the strobe lights last year, but this is the newer body style, so I'll have to find where the wires are in the engine bay, and then that way I can just use the aux switches up there to turn them on. So let's get at it. Not invert. So I'm just going ahead. I got to put the bolt in first, and then I can connect this to the light. And then I just kind of hand tighten everything, and then I'll snug it up once I'm done. Front snow tires, front mount weights. They got that. You don't just hop in with the key and run away. We're going to take a good look at it together to make sure. So it's got the Nordic Edition C. That's really important, see? Okay? You gotta look for these other things. I think there's one thing missing on here. Not that I can see. This one's missing the Nordic badges. Does it got the Nordic C? No. Got everything you need. Alright, so this is pretty much everything I'm gonna need. Have my zip ties to obviously hold all the wires. I've had pretty good luck with these. They're snap fittings, I guess you could call them, or crimp. So it comes with this tool. I think I got it on Amazon. And you crimp them, and then you can heat shrink it around, and then I wrap everything with this electrical tape, which has been the best that I've found. And then I have this, it's almost like a fabric tape that I do over the top of that, and that's been my key to success so far with keeping lights working through the winter. So I'm gonna go ahead and basically connect these two lights and then feed a wire down and under the cab and then up into the engine bay. Okay, so on this 2024 F350, there's this black box right here. There's two tabs that you push with the screwdriver. Ignore the one in the middle, and you can slide this out of the way, and then these wires right here are all taped up with tape similar to this in a bundle, and then you pull this apart, and then it tells you which one is which. So for me, I want to do the first relay. So that's going to be the brown and green. So I believe it's going to be this one. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to strip this off, run it down, and then up the back of the cab. Okay, so I do not have a little eye loop or whatever you want to call it. So for now, I'm just going to wrap this around this terminal for the ground, and then I can always add that at any time. But just so that I can get this done and make sure it's working, that is hooked up there. Obviously that's not ideal, but like I said, it is what it is for right now. And then I'm gonna strip this. It's kind of a pain because it's all so tight down there.
I clean it up. It's just not worth it for this, like, half a yard. If I was at home, then yeah, I would do that, but up here it's just not worth it. Plus, that doesn't have any electronics for the auxiliary, so I would need to hook something up to that to do that, because you need to be able to open the chute as well as
so that's
the drum,
that.
so you need to be able to control that, which is not the end of the world, but it's just another hour that I don't have.
Okay, so I did just test it off camera and it was correct. So now I'm gonna go ahead and, before I get too far, heat shrink this, tape it up, and then start running the wires to the back.
1-inch repeater vibe there, and hit this one. And as soon as I started to go down that tube, the whole thing just started to lift up. I don't know if that's because there's water in there. I don't know, but I was not happy about that. It shifted a little bit here and there. I tried to expect it the best I could, but I think it is about an inch high now. That's all right, we can always grind it down. I'm coming up with post off this, so it really doesn't matter actually, because I'm coming up with 4x4, and I'm gonna hang a beam from that, so really if that's an inch higher, an inch lower, it doesn't matter. It's really the alignment that matters, because these posts are gonna carry through all the way to the roof, so I need them to be symmetrical with each other. Anyways, I've never really found a great way to backfill these before I pour, or even during the pour, or right after the pour. I don't know, maybe I'll leave it here, and not going to that, because otherwise we'll not hear about it. So you have that here now, but I'm doing that. So you have it now, and that for at least a week or so, so I'll do that. I'll have this. So it's going to go a little bit. It's still like, I love using at night for the next week or so, so that's definitely a change from what I was doing. And of course, it's going to be there, whatever. That works about it. It's the reason, and so I guess I think that's another reason for that.
Way more through, because I'm not gonna try and guess the right amount, because the worst thing you can do is not have enough. So I'm gonna feed this down. And just get it started. Okay, so like I said, this ground is not the absolute prettiest because I don't have one of the eyelets, but at least I kind of taped it here. And then I have this loose a little bit so that I can adjust that. And then when I do that, I'm gonna tuck that underneath this so it'll be a little bit better. And I wrapped all this with the same like fabric tape or whatever you want to call this. So that kind of gives that a factory look. You can't really see it. I tucked everything down. This is clicked back in. So we're pretty much done from the top now. So now I have it just coming down right here. So I'm gonna go underneath the truck now, find some places to zip tie it along the frame, and then feed it up in between the cab and the bed. Okay, so before I trim this, I'm just checking things over, or before I cut it. So it comes down here. I zip tied it right there, and I zip tied it right there, and then I have it going through this hole in the frame here, and I zip tied it, and then I'll pull it tight going up so it'll, you know, this won't be low like that. So that's basically it. So it's nice and hidden, protected, shouldn't be near anything. I'm just gonna check from the top, and then I can get up here, and I have it running up the back, and now I just have to tie it into the lights. Okay, so I just finished getting all the wires as tight as I could. It's not my absolute favorite seeing all the zip ties, but I think at the end of the day, I'd rather the wires not move, and I think it's pretty clean of a setup. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut the lights off, and in the next clip I'll show you them on, and we'll try and aim them. All right, so aux 1 is flipped on, and as you can see, we have some super bright lights. And it's not, I mean, it's kind of bright outside, but there's really not much light coming in. So you can see really how bright it lights up the whole side of the Salter, which this is what I was really hoping to do, is light up the side of the Salter so that putting the tarp on in the middle of the night or loading salt or anything like that, give myself some more visibility. And then there's a little bit down here, but a lot of this right here will get lit up by these, which I can't turn on right now because this truck's full of salt, and the only way to turn those on is by turning on the Salter, so that wouldn't really work out very well. But yeah, those are very, very bright. I believe the brand I got was Oxbeam, and you can see, I mean, that whole wall is bright. I'll go ahead and turn them off so you can see there's not much light coming in. So I'm very pleased. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. I appreciate all the feedback, and hopefully this kind of helps out somebody. I'm not really one for how-tos, but I guess maybe this would help somebody figure out how to wire up some lights on a 2024 F350 with the aux switches. See you in the next one.